Hey, it's Binni here. Today, I thought that I want to share this pattern or something like an observation which I observe and something that I use for my own REITs investment. It's not an advice on how to enter, but just an observation that I've observed through the years in buying REITs. And I thought that this would show it to you via the ETF, which is CLR. ETF is a basket of Singapore REITs, and they do follow quite closely to the individual REITs behavior, but it's make it easier because it's a basket. As I said, this is not financial advice, but something that I just observe. Now, if you take a look at the vertical lines that are marked in, these coincide with REITs distribution dates, which is the XD. That means that XD, ex-dividend date, is the date that if you own the stocks or if you own the ETF, then the issuer will mark it that you own this and you do qualify for the dividends distribution. Now, how it works is that CLR distribute its dividends half yearly. That means that it would likely distribute at the end of January every year and then during the July period. Now, it means that if you do own the stocks or the ETFs before or at the ex-dividend dates, that means that before the ex-dividend dates, you do not sell and you still hold it at the point where it's the ex-dividend dates, then you do qualify for the dividends distribution. Meaning that, for example, in this case here, if the distribution is on the 30th of Jan and you do still own CLR, which is the ETF, on the 30th of Jan, then yes, you qualify for that. And if you were to sell, let's say, on the 2nd of February, you still receive the dividends because you already fulfill the criteria, which is you own the stocks or the ETF during that period of time, which is at the ex-dividend dates. Okay. Now, if you take a look at the marker here that I did, which is the vertical line, this would be each time the day before, the last day before the ex-dividend. Okay, so for example, here, right, is where they show the dividend. That's on the 28th of Jan. That's the ex-dividend date. Right, so what I did was to mark it a week before that for the vertical line. So this one here would be 27th of Jan, and that would be 31st of Jan on 2023, and this one would be 30th of Jan 24, and here will be 28th of Jan. And of course, as you can see, the date now is 20th of Jan. Very soon this ETF is going to go ex-dividend. Now, what I've observed is that before the XD date, which is ex-dividend date, price shows a downward movement. That means that you will most of the time, not all the time, will correct downwards and then will rebound. Okay, let's take a look at what happened on 2020, and then on the 2021, same thing, it went down a little bit and then it just moved up, although after that it continued to drop. Now then, this was 2022, then it moved down a little bit. All right, the lowest point would be around 10 to 12 weeks before the XD date. Okay, so this is the XD date. And then after that, you see that this was the XD date, right? And it just moved down a little bit, about 10 to 12 weeks before the XD date. And that would be the lowest point. Okay, same thing for here. That's the XD date here, and it just moved down before the XD. And then here, all right, so somewhere around here is the XD dates, and then the stocks, which is the ETF, it corrected downwards slightly. Again, that whether it will continue to move down or it will move up, I do not know. But what is being observed here is that before the XD date, there will be about 2 to 3 months before that, there will be this period where price will move down. So I think that it's easy to understand the psychology behind it, okay, such as, for example, that once you have received your dividends, that means that if you look at this particular ETF, it distribute the payout every half yearly. So for example, if it distribute on, let's say, ex-dividend is on Jan, and then you receive that on February. So between February to the next XD, it's about 5 to 6 months, which also means that you need to wait for 5 to 6 months before it goes XD again, before you qualify for the dividends. And probably investors would think that, hey, look, if I can put the money somewhere else, like for example, in another investment, I could get some dividends fast and quick without waiting too long, then I would just move the money out, and then nearer to the date of the ex-dividend, I will come in to buy. So for example, if someone is to buy just about 2 months before the XD date, that means that investors will just have to wait for 2 months and you will receive or qualify to get the dividends already. And this is where I observe that each time before a January XD, that would be some of the lower price, okay, of this price movement here. So far, I've observed that for 5 years. It doesn't mean that it will remain true, but if you take a look at the psychology behind, I think that this is a logical argument. All right, hope that you like the video and like the sharing. If you do, remember to hit the subscribe button, because I do make videos about my discovery or my thoughts about the Singapore or the stock market in general. And see you in my next video.